Hey there, how are you doing today? How are you guys doing? You know, I love to sport my new and different hairstyles as well as my eyewear because it can be a part of who you are as well. But since I can't see and these are not prescription, I'm going to take those off. Yeah, so how y'all been doing? This is Anita in the Biz Coach. You know, I'm coming back to you with this valuable information on grants, proposals, and all those things in between and beyond because you want to be able to be prepared, like I like to tell you all the time, before you start applying for funding. All right. So, continuing on with the topic of your history section of your proposal or grant application, I would like to more so today share with you a little bit about some of the other things that they look for in your history section of your narrative for your grant or your proposal. So, one of the things when it comes to your history, they want to know your reputation. All right. So, who is the founder? They do their homework just like you should be doing your homework before you apply for money from these folks. So they're going to want to know, okay, does this person have a good reputation in the community, a bad reputation? Are they still living? Are they deceased? You know, all of those things about them. So whatever has happened, you know, just be honest about it. No need to, you have to address the elephant in the room, as we like to say. So your reputation, the reputation of the founder, the reputation of the organization in its community and in the philanthropy world, right? You know, what type of reputation does the organization have? So those are things that are important, as well as experience, okay? They want to know if you know what you're doing. Do you have experience in this area, in this project area that you're looking at going into or expanding upon? So what type of experience do you have? Are you a new organization? Because, you got to get started somewhere, right? So some of the things that need to happen there when you're a new organization is your board should be getting involved in things. Your board of trustees that you appoint, they should be getting involved in those things in your community as well as yourself. In those things that you will be addressing. So if you're dealing with single parents and you're doing classes or whatever, job training or whatever it is, your board should be involved in different things, projects and things that are going on already in the community. And that would give you some quote unquote experience, because the more experience each of you all have, especially your board members, it looks better on paper, especially if you're in a new organization and you're just getting started, so you don't really have a track record yet. So that's one of the ways that you can show some experience as well. Now, another thing I've mentioned before is location. So your location is very important at times, especially when that organization that you're looking for funding from, whether it's a corporation or foundation, they want to know where you're located. It could be a business that, it's a corporate type of funding. So let's say, for instance, I used before an example, I think, of Coca-Cola. So if, let's name another one, AT&T. If AT&T is located in your particular community and they're doing grant funding and they require your organization to be within a certain mile radius or at least in the same city or state that they have a presence, then you would qualify. That would just be another eligibility criteria that would help you qualify to apply for funding from that foundational corporation. All right, one of the other things is your services. Who are you benefiting? Who is it, who is it benefiting in your community? What type of services are you providing and what kind of effect are they having on your local community? Okay. So those are just some of the little things that they look for in the history section. So this is my second breakdown of that. So make sure you keep tuning in because I'll continue to break down that history section and then we'll move on to the next section, whatever that may be at that time. Okay. So a grant that I have come across recently. Yes, money. Money is out there, you guys. It's out there. All these notifications popping up. Anyway, get off of there. Anyway, so this particular grant is from the Michael and Susan Dale Foundation. It is an ongoing grant, which means there are no deadlines. Y'all know we like that, right? No deadlines. So anyway, it is for the USA, India, and South Africa nonprofits and for-profits enterprises for initiatives to benefit children and families living in urban poverty. Sorry about that. Areas of focus include education, health, and family economic stability. Funding is intended for proposals that have a measurable impact on the lives of children and families. So that has to be your topic of interest, and your project has to be geared around those different topics of interest that they have for this particular grant. All right, so let's see. We don't have a deadline, which we know is great. Now I want to try to see if I can find a website that you can get more information. So one of the where you can find the pre-application information and the most frequently asked questions is at www.dell.org/how-we-funding-FAQ. Now, if you can at least get to the section where it says how we fund, if you go to dell.org, and then I'm sure they might have a search bar in there, and you can put in funding or how we fund or your frequently asked questions for funding, or any of those things in their search bar. You should be able to come across more information on this particular grant. Okay, you guys, I'm trying to be cool now. I got to put my glasses back on so I look like I know what I'm talking about. So I sure do appreciate you all joining me again. This is you, of course, Anita N, the Biz Coach, coming to you live. Well, recorded. You know what I mean when I say live. But anyway, you can find me on social media at Anita N, the Biz, B-I-Z, Coach. And you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and what is the other one? YouTube. Yes. I'll be on a few others coming up soon. So I'll make sure that I let you all know when I do that. All right. Thanks again. See y'all next time. Bye.